When you try to unravel it, it's like an onion, and it just keeps going and going and going.
This unfolding story is full of mystery, deception, and raising more questions.
We started combing the area. We had citizen volunteers help. Everybody was looking for Gypsy Rose and wanted her to be home safe. So the whole community was panicked. What if this is not a single incident? What if we have a killer out roaming in our community? If they will kill this lovely woman and abduct her handicapped child, what are they capable of?
We had gotten information that a friend of hers that Gypsy would talk to quite a bit. They would communicate back and forth. She had some information that she wanted to share with us that might help, so I responded to her house.
And reveals to Lieutenant Hancock that, unbeknownst to Dee Dee, Gypsy had been living a secret life online and exchanging messages with a number of men.
She had mentioned that there was a male that Gypsy had talked about and was considering possibly marrying, and his name was Nicholas Godejohn.
Something even more sinister, the source of that Facebook post.
It was such a shock that that message came from there. So that's when we thought something's not right. As the sheriff, my top priority was to solve it as quick as possible, and we probably had 15 investigators working on different things, pulling everything together.
June 14th, 2100 hours, a search warrant was sought and obtained for Facebook, Gypsy Blanchard. Based off of the Facebook post, we went and obtained an IP address and obtained an actual address.
It was such a shock that that message came from there. Now we're waiting to see what happens next. The deputies from Waukesha County, Wisconsin, set up surveillance on the house.
The house
Caught someone walking out, detained them, had a search warrant, went in the house. Gypsy Rose is found alive.
I received a call from my supervisor letting me know that we need to get on a plane and get to Wisconsin.
Probably the most unique thing that came out of this.
Gypsy? Is it Gypsy Rose?
She's walking. And we were like, where is sweet little Gypsy Rose? Well, how good is she walking? She walks quite well.
I'm Detective Hancock. I'm from the County Sheriff's Office. How are you today?
My thought process at that time was, okay, I'll interview Gypsy and I'm going to let the other detective interview Nicholas.
Anyone?
I wanted to get to the truth of how old she was because she said she didn't know. I'd been doing this long enough in interviews that I could really pick up on that something just was not right there. Her body language just tells me something's not right.
The minute.
I always felt like there's just something that she's hiding. She's not forthcoming and truthful at this point. So I pressed on. It did not seem genuine to me. I was not in the room. The other detective was. I'm watching it through camera. He was kind of quiet, reserved a little bit, started talking.
The team already tracked their every move.
Well, we've learned all their movements because, you know, they took a Greyhound bus, they bought tickets. We know that there was some video at a Springfield motel.
Nicholas was pretty much himself and walks into the bus station, but she definitely had a wig and kept her face, you know, pretty much covered with a long wig. Looked like a couple that was on vacation and now they're leaving town to go back to wherever they live. She was obviously not wanting to say much about it, but I think she was really understanding that this situation is serious.
We need to get to...
We were at the Waukesha County Sheriff's Office in Big Bend, Wisconsin. We have a girl here who, in my mind, in my opinion, did not seem genuine to me.
You just don't make it to Wisconsin and everything's all good. And she did not know that we tracked the IP address to where she was at. As time went on, she did start talking about the crime.
And that's when I realized that, she was probably involved in this more than what it appeared. I arrived Greyhound bus, took a cab to the motel, got settled in there, and then there was a lot of text messages going back and forth between them. Nicholas was dropped off by yellow taxi cab at Gypsy's residence and basically saying that he's at the front door. They went and got a bus ticket to Wisconsin and left the area at that point on a Greyhound bus.
When I had the press conferences, a lot of jaws were dropped. We have unearthed the appearance of a long financial fraud scheme along with this tragic event. And that's why I caution anyone not to put money in their accounts until we kind of figure out the extent of their deception. All the people that really came out to help and give their hard-earned money to this family today.